So after having a couple of days of clear blue skies, there was a weather warning came in yesterday to say it was going to be sort of a bit of a whiteout, and they weren't lying. So this morning we've come up to Lago di Antorno, which is just outside of Misurina, and it is a whiteout. The lake is frozen, patches of snow on the lake as well, but there's some quite nice details. So at the moment we're sheltered underneath a tree, and we're just going to do some sort of some more intimate shots. Every so often the clouds sort of roll in and roll out, and the mountains in the background suddenly appear. So we're going to have a play around, go get set up, see what we can find. But it's cold. I've actually got about 4 coats on this morning, a hat, 2 pairs of gloves, a thin pair and a thick pair, and 2 pairs of socks as well. Okay, so I think I've come up with a shot. So what we've done is we've come down to the side of the lake, and where all the frozen grass is and the sort of bits of ice on the side, just sort of more intimate detail. So getting down quite low, getting all the frozen water in front of it, then the reflections of the trees in the background, and then every so often obviously the clouds roll away and you can see the mountain in the background. It's gone at the moment. So what I'm doing is I'm just bracketing 3 shots, 1 stop under, 1 stop over, and I'm also adding 1 stop of exposure compensation as well. Obviously because it's so white, the camera's trying to look for 50% grey, obviously, so it's going to be underexposed and everything's going to look grey and horrible. But I can't tell you how cold it is here at the moment, so I'll just show you what I'm looking at. So settings wise, I'm on 2.5 seconds. I've just got polarized on the front, just about a quarter engaged. Anything more than that and you lose the reflection of the trees in the background. So 2.5 seconds, f11, ISO 64. As I say, exposure compensation is, I think, is 1 stop, and I'm bracketing 1 stop either side as well. So may not need them. May be able to pull the shadow detail out, but it's always good to have it. You know, it's not like I'm going to be coming back here anytime soon. So we're not the only crazy people up here this morning. There's 2 Italian guys over there taking photos as well, but they got umbrellas, we haven't. Who's the most prepared? Not us, definitely. But again, they're pretty much struggling as well, I think, in the weather. So we're just going to have a walk round and see. They're photographing the bridge at the moment. Looks like they're packing up, so we might go and jump in there and go nick their space if the but it's basically can't see anything now. It's just total whiteout, so this may be it. We're going down to Misurina later. When we drove past it, it looked okay down there. You can see the mountains in the background, but obviously as this weather front's coming in, that's probably gone as well now. But I think it may be coffee time, so I'll catch you in a bit. Okay, so welcome back. So this morning we're at Lago di Landro, I think it's called. Absolutely stunning location. Yesterday, when you saw us at Lago d'Antorno, the snow came down really heavy, really fast. It was quite scary when we were driving down the road. Luckily, it was all downhill. However, when we were driving down there, we did come across a car that was flipped over on its roof, and that was a 4x4 going up the hill. So we just came down. We actually went to Lago di Bray because it was the only place that was dry yesterday afternoon. So I'll put some images up at the end of this from Lago di Bray yesterday. It wasn't the best of light. It was quite moody. I think it's a little bit overrated. I can see why it's such an Instagram location. But I just came away feeling a bit flat, if that's the right word. However, this morning, wow. As I say, yesterday it was a bit of a sort of from 1 o'clock yesterday afternoon. It was just raining, snowing, grey. So we just stayed in, did some sort of admin work, did some editing, recharged all the batteries and everything else. But this morning, I'll just spin you around this morning, and this is like, you know, we're here for a week. If this is the only sort of great location that we would have come to in the whole week, I would be happy. So I'll spin you around now. I'll show you what I'm looking at. So that's my location. As you can see, we've got snowy trees on the right hand side. We've got the mountain in the background with the snow and a bit of blue skies and some cloud in the background. We've got mountains on the left hand side. We've got a bank of fog all the way through the middle. We've got reflections. We've got lovely greenish water. I think that's from the silt that's on there. So this is what you call kid in a candy shop. So I've got a time lapse running here, taking what am I, 1/80th of a second, f9 ISO 100, taking an interval every 4 seconds. So basically take the shot, wait 4 seconds, take another shot. So that's 450 shots running on there. And then I've got another camera set up over there doing another time lapse, pointing down the valley because the fog and the mist just keeps moving across the mountainside. Exactly the same. I think that's 1/50th of a second, f10, like same again, 450 shots. So that will give me 12-13 seconds, I think, worth of video. So I'll play that and then take some more shots, concentrate on the mountain behind me because that keeps coming and going as well. Get the infrared camera out and get the drone out, and I think I'm just going to photograph this location to death.